What's up, my dudes? It's your boy Thunder to the Strike, back again with another war recap. CWL Week 5, Schlitzes versus Emphatic Elite. This was the first divisional round in all CWL, like Invite, Rising, Premier, and Light. It was not the right order, but whatever. It was the first divisional round for all of us, and all very important wars. And Schlitzes came off with a win. Very good. Not too surprising. A lot of people were putting their money on Schlitzes, which I was very happy about, and I'm glad that we can like agree with them and get a win. So GG to Emphatic Elite. They were actually better in 10v10 and 10v11, which I've heard or seen a few people like complain or like call out, but it's you see, Emphatic Elite, they failed 4 dips out of 10 dips, so that was their deal breaker. So Emphatic Elite actually didn't have too bad of a war, but as dips are a part of this meta, I do not agree that Emphatic Elite deserved the win more over Schlitzes. But hey, everyone to their own, and I gotta congratulate all of our Town 11s for being perfect, 10 out of 10 on dips. So great job to them. As you can see in the background, there's already Zero, Urloku, Shubalu, Andy, and Team Unique. And yeah, it's just great to see that we are performing well again after coming off of 2 losses against the Swarm and Mariana Trench. Mariana Trench, they lost again this week, and it actually supports my theory of them getting the perfect perfect streak, or like the perfect war against us. So it's also very unlucky, and I still believe that we are like the unlucky guys in the league, because we had a 94% on a 10-on-10 base, 10v10, and a 99% base. So yeah, heartbreaker by Karl. Actually, the 99% was very close. So yeah, so let's jump straight into the replays. At the first base we're gonna take a look at is number 13, hit by Connor, aka Matse, and he's coming in with a crazy queen walk. As you can see in his army tab, there's 13 wall breakers. So he's gonna get crazy value out of this 4 healer queen walk, and he's coming in at the top with his king. He's gonna funnel. First set of wall breakers going in. This is like the best value for the king, because it would be unbeneficial for the Lalo part, because if he used more wall breakers or more funnel troops for the barbarian king, he wouldn't have enough firepower for the Lalo. So I think that was the best use for the king, to just like funnel. So healers went down, all pretty standard queen walk stuff. Another set of wall breakers, as you can see, and the queen is actually gonna step into that inlet and take out a few more buildings. And from there he's wall breaking another wall, like inside, like in the inside. So that's gonna be opening up even more, and yeah, it's just very pretty queen walk. CC's coming out. There's the wall breakers. So it's funny that it's a baby dragon CC, which you don't see quite often anymore, because yeah, the standard CC for the Tunnel 10s is Lava Loon, and it's just unusual to see baby dragon and dragon, and it actually messed up one of the fresh hits on this base. The first fresh hit was a suicide hero Lalo, and he thought it would be for sure Lava Hound and a Loon, but it wasn't, so was quite funny. Probably not for the attacker. It's kind of sad, but hey, shit happens. So as you can see, it's a pretty smooth Lalo. He's coming in from each side, like from 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock, and in the end, bringing 3 Hounds was the right judgment call. You see a lot of 2 Hound for 2 air defense Lalo, but here the Hound is actually going to tank for quite a while for this Expo and this Archer Tower. And yeah, just 2 Loons cleaning up the defenses, and it was a very, very pretty base, and it's also not one of the like lower tier bases, so that's also awesome. So great job to Connor, aka Matty. Said that twice now. Alright, next up is Karl Marx on number 19. This is a Suicide Hero Skelly. No, actually no Skelly Spell Lalo. This is the better variant in my opinion. I like suiciding your heroes for an air defense and the enemy queen, rather than suiciding for an Inferno Tower. And here you can see it's actually extra value. No, not extra value, but I think it's extra value because you don't have to like time your skeleton spells because of the queen like hopping around, or skeleton spells can be sketchy because of bomb towers, of course. And here the Inferno Towers were like spaced apart and on the outside, kind of like not on the outside but very far on the outside, and it's just you can take out the Infernos pretty quickly. That's what I'm trying to say. So he took out the heroes, no, the queen and the air defense. Now he's coming in with a little bit of Lalo. And it was important to take out the cannon before the air defense right there, so that the Loons go through Inferno straight. So that was a very smooth start. And this smooth start actually allowed him not to be like perfect on the rest of the base. As you can see from the top, he used 3 Loons, but they didn't quite get the Tesla down, so he had to send in a few more. And it just was a bit of a rough back end to the raid, but the start really was perfect. The Lalo, the entry with his heroes, and it just allowed him to like not be pinpoint perfect on the rest of the Lalo. But as you can see, there's like 15 Loons still up, and it's just one massacre of a raid. So great job to Karl Marx, and again, really was a bummer that his second raid was a 99%. And yeah, so close yet so far to a 6-pack. And just great job all in all for Karl Marx. Great to have you in 6. So let's move on to the Tunnel 9s. The first attack we're going to look at is number 24, Flip the Dip, Flip Alumni. And he's coming in with his favorite troops, the Dargans. God, I should stop saying that. The dragons, with a queen walk, and as you can see, he is bringing a jump for his queen walk, so extra points for that. I always enjoy queen walks with jumps because they're so juicy. And as you can see, he's going to take out 3 air defenses with his queen alone. And yeah, again here on this base, the sweepers are all pointing away from the queen for once, and they are all like, they're both pointing at like 1/2 of the base. That allows for dragons not to be interfered with, so they have like free range. No, not free range, but like they don't get pushed back and all. So CC's coming out, and pretty standard stuff for a queen walk. Yeah, they're the sweepers. Just spotted them. And he's actually gonna go in with dragons quite early, or like before he made sure his queen got all that he wanted. So that's a little bit of like a back and forth, which made him miss this rage, and he barely just tapped that queen ability, so that was kind of clutch. So yeah, that little mistake, because he was doing two things at once, made him waste his ability, which kind of has a little bit of backlash in the end. But yeah, dragons are wrecking, and he's going in with a Kiwi Walk on the right, so that's also bonus points. I like Kiwi Walks. Everybody likes Kiwi Walks. It's just so valuable to bring wizards behind your king to take out like an air defense here. And yeah, the air defense starts firing at healers and the dragons. God, I almost said it. And yeah, from here on, he's got too much troops for too little of a base to make it a fail, and it's just a wonderful raid by Flip. Just gotta put it out there. He's been improving since like for months now, and he's been doing great in CWL, in Random Wars. And yeah, good job to Flip. Next up, we're going to look at number 29, which was taken out by Shrekapur, aka Addy, or Aditya, one of our FPC India guys in Schlitzes. We've got a few. It's pretty cool. And this was a cleanup hit. He is not using his queen for the main kill squad, so he's using a Gobo Lalo here, just for the record, and he's funneling on one side with his funnel troops, and he's using the queen on the other side for the funnel. So that's very smart. I see a lot of people not doing that, even though they know that it's a Lava Hound CC. So I advise people to do that over like just sending in your queen into the Lava Hound and have her shoot the Lava Hound for like the rest of the raid, or like a long time of the raid, and just popping the Hound for the pups to like get your kill squad a little bit damaged. But as you can see, the queen is actually surviving through all of this with her ability, and now Lalo comes, and due to the queen being part of the funnel, he can bring 14 loons over like the standard 11 to 12 loons you see in a Gobo Lalo. So that's extra loons for a strong Lalo. And yeah, there are still defenses distracted by the kill squad, and even though the golems like just get stuck on a wall and don't do anything, kind of, he gets the triple easily with 3 hastes and a heal. And yeah, he has quite a lot of loons left. He's dropping one more for distracting Wizard Tower pretty nicely. And it was kind of lucky that this Golemite was distracting the Hound. Not needed that luck, because like the Hound would have gone to the Queen, and the Queen probably would have popped the Hound. But he had enough pups and the poison, so this little bit of luck wasn't needed. So yeah, great job to Addy. Yeah. Next up is 38. Last but not least, Driri, another FPC India guy, or I think, yeah, he's in FPC India for sure. Another cleanup hit. As you can see, he's luring the Hound away from where he's going to enter. This is a Suicide Hero Skelly Spell Lalo Tunnel 9 version. And he brought 5 archers to distract that Hound for long enough time for his heroes to take out what he wants. And it works perfectly. Wall breakers are gonna come down here, and the Queen is gonna have access to 2 air defenses. So that's also very cool, that he actually takes out 2 air defenses with his Suicide Hero, which allows him to cut 1 Hound and bring extra loons, since he already used a baby dragon, wall breakers, extra loons, a wizard for like the suicide part. So that's good value for his suicide, even though he put in a lot of troop space. But yeah, he brings actually more loons to than in a normal Suicide Hero Skelly Spell Lalo. Skelly Spell is coming down. There's no bomb towers or anything around it, and no mortars well, at least one, but it was quite far away, so no issues taking her out. And now he's encountering a back-end Tesla farm, but he does have a heal and a few more hastes. And yeah, it was just a very powerful raid, and the loon drops were perfect as well. So great job to Addy, taking out the base with swag, a little bit of swag, one haste swagging. And yeah, I just think this was a very good war by 6 Schlitzes. We did end up with less 10v10s, but it was very close calls, as I mentioned at the start of the recap. And I want to shout out a few 6-packers. As I said, the 11s were perfect. 11s being 0, Earl Loki, my boy Shubaloo, Ross God, and Team Unique, the most consistent dipper in 6 Schlitzes, Team Unique. Great job to all of them. I have just positive things to say about our 11s. They've been great. And of course, the Tunnel 9 6-packers are TumTum61, Kieran Kiki, The Grundinator, Troublemaker AK, Irvin Java, and Addy. So yeah, great job by all of them. Just contributing to 6 Schlitzes. And next week, I'm actually not sure what's going to be next week, because our schedule would be against Reddit Alchemy, but you may have heard it, Reddit Alchemy dropped out of the CWL. I'm not exactly sure why. I know a few motives, but I'm not going to try to explain it, because I'll probably mess something up and people are going to be triggered. So rather not. But yeah, it's not sure if we get another opponent or if we get a bye. So we'll see what happens, and I'm sure we're gonna get some content for you guys. Next up is 6 Schlitzes versus North Watchers. That's the next recap I'm gonna drop. It's pretty even, so I'm expecting it to be a close war. So I'm looking forward to that. And until then, Thunderstrike out.